As you all know, Chicago's a killing field right now. And they don't acknowledge it. And they say, we don't need him. Freedom, freedom. He's a dictator. He's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator.
Listen, I know what you're thinking. It is bad enough that the sitting president is openly saying this in front of the world. But if you'll bear with me one sec, can I direct you to something other than the sheer authoritarianism of it all? Look at his hands, the positioning of them. And then how about this video?
Christie, for Christie Whitmer, a good favor, I think, with the fish, the carp, the China carp. Did you ever hear of it? China carp. And it's taken over your Great Lakes. You know about that, right? And she came and she wanted to know if it's possible for us to do something about it. And I said, well, I'll do it. But I think it's appropriate that the person from Illinois, the governor from Illinois, asks also. It's a tremendously expensive project, actually. It's invasive. It's horrible what's happened. And
now, what did the teachers used to say, Donald? Hands above the table. So it begs the question, why would he be doing this? Well, for those of you wondering, especially Jake Tapper, if you're watching, it appears the president may be finding new ways to conceal the dark bruising on the back of his right hand, something that his chief propagandists have blamed on, wait for it, incessant handshaking. Yeah, well, maybe he should stop trying to tear people's arms from their shoulder socket when shaking hands anyway. But today he was sitting at the Resolute desk and appeared to be covering up the back of his right hand by placing his left hand on top of it while speaking with reporters. This comes as this past weekend Trump was seen with a patch of makeup over his hand, seemingly implying that he's covering up something. But at various points in the press conference Monday, reporters could see a flash of the extensive bruise across the back of his hand. It was once again visible as Trump hosted his South Korean counterpart.
If you attend, then it's a good chance to meet up Kim Jong-un again, or maybe Xi Jinping. Then how do you think of it?
you mean set them up together?
Yes.
That'd be interesting. We'll arrange a meeting between you and Kim Jong-un. Would you like that? That's a very tough question right now. I don't know where that question is leading. Anyway, look, I get along great with Kim Jong-un, and whatever I can do having to do with South Korea and getting people together, you should get together. Right?
Now, over the last few months, Trump has been seen with a familiar-looking bruise in the same spot. And occasionally, he covers it up with makeup. And as I mentioned, the White House and Trump's doctor have maintained that the president is in, quote, excellent health. And the hand bruise is a result of frequent handshaking and intake of aspirin.
That many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. and the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. I'm happy to take further questions on it.
But the answer itself has done little to satisfy those who to sit back and witness the endless coverage around Joe Biden's health in the past 4 years, especially, on the likes of Fox News, who have said nothing on this matter.
There was a real cover-up to prevent this from coming out. Is there an appetite among Republicans to actually get to the bottom and hold people responsible?
Questions are mounting over former President Joe Biden's shocking stage 4 prostate cancer diagnosis, which has aggressively spread to his bones. While we wish the former president well, a key ally of the Obama administration is asking why it wasn't caught sooner.
They're saying that this was caught possibly earlier, and then nothing was released, and then possibly exposed as a way to blunt the impact of the Her Report audio release.
He was worn down on purpose, deliberately kept feeble and weak, which made him pliable.
Close friends, medical doctors that I know, and according to most physicians, this type of prostate cancer, it takes years to get to this point. Of course, this comes in the shadow of a very real cover-up conducted by Joe Biden's family, his staffers, the state-run legacy media mob surrounding the former president's obvious cognitive decline.
Prompting me to say for the millionth time, imagine this was Biden. Now, listen, in full transparency, are there more pressing things the media should be focused on right now, like the president referring to some innocuous person, usually himself, that they want a dictator?
As you all know, Chicago's a killing field right now. And they don't acknowledge it. And they say, we don't need him, freedom, freedom. He's a dictator, he's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense, and I'm a smart person.
Or the fact that companies across the country are putting up their prices to combat Trump's disastrous tariff policy.
All right, there's more breaking news coming into the situation right now. Walmart warning this morning it's raising some prices because of tariffs. This comes with the company just releasing a new report about its outlook for the rest of the year.
Wolf, America's largest retailer, largest employer, and really a bellwether for the U.S. economy, posted strong sales growth in the second quarter, but definitely faced some headwinds from tariffs. And we saw that profits in the second quarter did not meet Wall Street's expectations. And that's actually why you see Walmart's stock down right now about 4.5%. Listen, tariffs was the big point of conversation on this 1 hour call with investors. A lot of questions about what price pressures were going to be trickling down to consumers. You had the CEO, Doug McMillon, of the company saying that so far tariff impacts have been gradual, so consumers haven't reacted so much to price hikes, but where they're now putting out post-tariff inventory, and they're going to see price level increases on a week-to-week basis. So that's obviously concerning for the company. On that full screen you just had up there, another point of on the call was, despite these price hikes, they have seen resiliency from the U.S. consumer. Ultimately, Walmart still has some of the best prices, and that's why you're seeing increases in the grocery department. You're seeing increases in consumer spending on e-commerce. They did bring in a lot of inventory ahead of tariff hikes, and that's why they've been able to mitigate a little bit better. Walmart also raising their full year economic outlook, talking about being able to mitigate some of these price pressures a lot better than other retailers. Walmart, Wolf, obviously is in a much better position because of size and scope to absorb some of these price pressures because of tariffs. A big comparison to just yesterday with Target talking about the loss of sales in the second quarter and seeing consumers pulling back. Walmart saying that they are expecting to see growth the rest of this year despite having to raise prices on some of their items.
Yeah, all need to be addressed. But I mean, for 4 years, every step that Biden took was scrutinized under the pretense that the American people deserve to know whether or not their leader's health is deteriorating. So where is the endless coverage on this? I mean, metaphorically, you had to wade through countless pages of the newspaper before finding out Trump recently revealed that he was diagnosed with, quote, chronic venous insufficiency. Whether it's related or not, that's what the press should be asking, right? And not taking answers like this from Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt verbatim or in any sense as valid, considering the amount of times they lie to the American people.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.